Anybody like to come chat with me at the front? Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, you've inspired others. Awesome. Okay. Good job. Thank you. Or did y'all just come because I had this?
What is it? What type?
What is it?
No, what type of bread is it?
What is it?
No, what type of bread? Is it just like?
Wow, you just like leapt right to what kind is it, right over the whole it's bread thing.
I don't think I like that kind of bread.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Have you ever tried it?
It says Canadian
It is
Harvest.
bread. It says, yeah, it says Canadian Harvest.
I'm assuming it's Canadian Harvest.
I believe there is grain and oats and all sorts of other things in it.
Where'd you get it? So
Where did I get it? That is a very good question. Where do you think I got it?
Groceries. From back?
I think it was
Where do you think this came from?
the store.
The store?
It came from
Really?
the store, and it says Bashaw Grocery, so I'm assuming it's from
Yeah.
Bashaw.
It came from the Bashaw Groceries. Yeah, they make bread. And so yeah. So it came from the store. It came from the store. Anybody else? Anybody want to challenge that?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Where do you think it came from?
I think it came from a farm.
Okay. Do you think it was anywhere in between the farm and the store?
Well, the truck.
It was on a truck?
Well,
Do you think it was in a-
It started out as wheat.
Was it made
as
at
a
the
seed.
farm?
It was grown into a weed and made at the farm, and then
It
made
was
there,
grown, yes.
And,
Okay.
and then it was put into a truck and transferred to the store where you have bought it.
You're very close. You're very close. Actually, they did bake it at the store,
How would you tell us?
but they did, but it's more fun if you guess.
God.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, it came from the store, but before the store, it had to be made, like it had to be mixed in another place, and then it had to be transported on a truck, and before that, it had to be grown, right? So where did it come from?
A farm.
Well, it came
Okay,
around.
but where did it, yeah? So where did it,
We're talking before, after.
who
the
did it
farm.
come from? Thank you. It came from God.
I said that like 3 times.
It came from God. Can I say that more deeply if I hold my, came from God? How's that? Yeah. Here's the thing, though. It's really easy to go, oh, yeah, because, you know, God creation, all blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But the thing is, every step of the way, God was involved. The whole growing thing, the whole creating thing, the whole, you know, the farmers, you know, the people who even made the mix to make the bake, the whole thing. The people who put the bag together. The whole thing. God's in there everywhere, every step. So what do you think we should do with it?
But there's probably a really big chance that it wasn't made by humans, and it was just made by
It was not made by humans, it was made by robots.
There was a very big
Robots from the future made it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Using condensation techniques.
Using condensation technology, is that what you're saying?
Yeah. It doesn't make sense if you don't know what I'm talking about.
So moving on.
No one else does.
Okay, but what are we going to do with it now? We've established that it came from God. What are we going to do with it?
Probably eat it.
Uh-huh.
Savor.
It looks like its best before date is tomorrow.
Oh God.
How am I going to eat all of this myself before tomorrow?
Give it to us.
What?
Share.
Share?
Sorry.
Share?
Did you purposely buy it so that the best before date was
Yes, I
tomorrow?
did, actually. Yes, I did.
I was assuming.
Yeah, there's more than enough here for me, so I should share, right? Yeah? Do you think there's enough for everybody here?
Unless you just really
Are you
like
sure?
bread and eat it every
Maybe there is, if we all had like one bite of one slice. Ooh, no.
No.
It's a
Then
little
we'd have to
unsanitary.
cut
Could you use like a knife to cut it up?
I should have stopped at the we should share it thing, shouldn't
Yeah,
I?
you
Yeah,
should.
okay. We should. So if we were going to share it, what are we going to do with it, though? Are you like, what do you do with bread?
You cut it.
You cut it.
Come on, be more creative than that. You make toast or
Breads on it.
sandwiches, grilled cheese, French toast. Just imagine the things you can do with that.
Make a house.
You can make a
If
house.
you really want, you could just feed it to a pigeon.
Or you could feed it to a pigeon. Let's not limit ourselves to just each other. We should share it with, you know, all of creation, right?
It really magic and
Do you know what?
That's really
Do you know what? God's in that too. God's in that too, right? The whole, remember Jesus talking about like sharing and making sure everyone gets fed? Remember that story where he feeds, like there's a big crowd and everybody gets a little bit? Right? Because everybody shared. God's at work in all of that.
So, God's in the bread,
So God's in the bread.
and we are gonna eat the bread.
Yes, you are.
But he's in the bread, so why would we eat him?
We're eating him
So-
because he's in the bread.
You know what? That's a really good question because people started to ask that when Jesus started to say stuff like, I'm the bread of life. You should eat of the bread of life. And yes, that sounds like cannibalism. Wow, okay, good one. Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
People started to,
Technically,
but
Jesus
okay,
was born, so-
but there's a different way of thinking about that, isn't it? It's just a different way of thinking about it. The way God is in it is in the manner in which it came to be and in how we're going to share it.
So, like,
Right?
his soul is in it.
Yeah, there's a little bit of your soul's in it.
His soul.
And anybody who makes bread at home knows that there's a little bit of your soul that goes into the bread making, isn't there? Yeah. This is what, when we start talking about things like the bread, give us bread, and we ask God to give us bread, or we talk about Jesus being the bread of life, sometimes it's really easy to go, okay, we mean that, we mean that like just like spirit or soul and everything. But it's real too, because it's in all the things that we do, in all of the things that we create, and all of the things that we grow and make into delicious bread. I have actually had this bread before, and it is really good. So
Why was bread used in the Lord's Prayer?
that's why
I don't like
I
that.
just said.
Because it's really good.
Because it's really good. Yeah, that's why. Because it's really good. It's because God is in all of this, and in all of us, and in the sharing of all of
I
this.
don't like that bread. I like smooth bread with no like wheat on it.
So, like, white bread.
As much as God appreciates what you might like or might not like,
You're gonna have to eat that bread.
This is here.
Can I just have
this is what we have.
Would you either starve for days to find bread
So,
you like, or
you raise an interesting, thank you. Thank you for answering. I was just going to say, that's a really interesting question, but you just answered it. Yes.
would you rather starve for days trying to find some sort of food that you like, or eat?
Yeah,
eat one of
exactly.
God- Or eat a blessing from God, so you don't so you stop starving.
Okay, that was a sermon right there. It's a blessing from God. And that's what we're going to have.
Unless